Monroe, and I will be asking the question, try to persuade the question of, can criminals be rehabilitated? Today in our society, we are faced with many questions about how we should behave around ex-convicts. There are more negative perspectives than there are positives. In the world we live in, we are mainly constructed of human beings, but what makes us different is the ability to make the good and bad decisions in our daily lives. But throughout our lives, we are taught to see the world through our eyes, yet we are not seeing the best results. By best results, I mean what we see others do. We may think one way of doing something is good, but it doesn't have the best and fast results. So we then resort to criminal activity, which comes down to being fined, jailed, or incarcerated. According to the U.S. Department of Justice statistics, jails admit approximately 12 million people each year, with an average length of stay of 23 days. So what do we do to help those who make poor decisions? I will use an example in my life as I was growing up. Growing up, I did not have a mother or a father. I was always living with my grandparents. But when you live with grandparents, you have uncles, aunties, and your cousins who come over. Growing up, I was always told that you steal. I know you took this from me. I know you took money from my purse, which made me feel like I was a criminal as a child. But little did they know that I never took anything. So growing up, I was told that two other people that don't let her in her house, she steals things. Don't let her come over. So I was basically pushed out and treated differently. According to the Professor Isaac Eldridge of the University of Chicago, a key economist in the empirical investigation of crimes that states that better police protection, higher certainty of conviction and imprisonment, and longer prison sentences have lower crime rates than more permissive states. However, if people are demanding law and order, yet we do not wish to help them, after society has taken the boat to throw them in jail and toss the key, what good does it do for those who try to help? Every single person has a story. That is why I brought my example up, and we are raised differently. When society as a whole views things only in black and white, we will not be open-minded. No, I'm not saying feel sorry for those who commit crimes. I am simply saying that what can we do to help? In the end, we as a whole can say we did try. Our common goal should be better programs and peer support for ex-convicts. Peer support is provided to those who require knowledge, experience, and emotional, social, or practical help to one another. These are services that can be provided to help individuals. They may go and see that there are others who share the same experiences that brought them there. I have found information in the town where I lived. It is called WGA, Winslow Guidance Associates. They help with counseling services such as domestic violence, DUIs, drugs, anger management, and all share the common goal of helping to help better people. They offer emotional support by mentoring individuals who have experienced trauma or have been to jail, released from prison, or have mental health problems. These individuals encourage others and motivate with self-confidence and self-esteem. They also offer informational support provided by counselors to give information on resources, training, job searching, applying for school, parenting classes, workshops to enhance vocational skills. They offer instrumental support by providing assistance to complete tasks such as learning to utilize transportation services to get to where they need to go. Lastly, they have an affiliation support by learning to socialize with others by partaking in community events and outreach programs. They teach skills to learn how to reach out to the community and participate in local sporting events, recreational centers, and even church if they are willing to. Solutions that can help everyone can be implemented before inmates are released, but the choice is entirely up to them. We cannot force them to do something they do not want to do. But when the question is asked, why are you back in prison, the most common response is no one thinks I will change and always view me as the bad person. I tried to get an honest job. I tried to help my family. I tried to fit in. Society is very harsh when it comes to labels and persecution, but not willing to see the other side of life. To ask a big question or too afraid to get involved. That is how our trend of recidivism is higher at most state prisons. They believe they have family in there. They have free food, a free bed. Sure, it is cold and lonely and isolated, but when they tried to fit in, they were ridiculed. For some, being detained helps the accused reflect on what they can do better. It helps them find motivation to not ever come back. There is also the issue of innocence, but for the most part, we are talking about those who have been convicted of the crime they were charged with. Correctional rehabilitation is the most effective method of reducing recidivism. According to Brian Brandenburg, the general finding from research is that effective rehabilitation programs reduce reoffenders by 10%. And that may not seem like a big number, but we have very big and populated prisons. Some reports have stated the rehabilitative efforts that were documented so far have no appreciable effort and effect on recidivism of repeating criminal behavior. But those claims have been used to stop funding and helping ex-convicts. They want to get political and say they want to use the money elsewhere or take it away from the prison system. This is what the view is from society. We all have friends and family who have made the wrong choice. So I will leave with you this question about life skills, helping maintaining to change. Life skill lessons are necessary and require change, which can be possible. Basic life skills such as scheduling, planning, self-care, financing, and budgeting can help an individual establish a foundation for success. We would like to see everyone succeed and become better. So why not be that one person who instead points the finger and says that person is no good, or he or she has been to jail? Sometimes all they need is a listening ear. Let's not get too comfortable of saying, let's speak to all convicts. We must also use common sense. There are people in this world who want to hurt others without remorse. But we need not to allow the negativity to fill up your head right away. I do urge you to consider factors in life. If one must not change and continue to create problems for themselves, then yes, maybe there is a line to be drawn. It doesn't mean that all do not want to change. Save hope for those who are willing to try and put in the effort to do so. It is not always the image of what others think of us that matters most, but what you can think of yourself on the inside to make the change. That one change can turn into more. Thank you.